Triggers are a fantastic automation tool within Shape. Um, to boil it down very, very simply, a trigger is an automated event that will happen one time. So a perfect example would be a birthday or a holiday. I'm going to open up the holidays, and all this says is, hey, when the holiday of 4th of July hits, what do I want to do? I want to send a text. Here's the text I want to send. Here's when I want to send it. And that is all that is going to happen. The big difference there is people tie drip campaigns and triggers together a lot. A drip campaign is similar, but it runs based on status only, and then also it continues to go out. So when they hit the status of new lead, I want to reach out over the course of 18 days with these emails and texts. Trigger is that one-time event that runs based on a number of different things, and a drip campaign just runs off that status to send off a marketing sequence. Now, depending on your template, your industry template with Shape, you already have a bunch of triggers ready to rock. Those are industry templates. Those are set up and ready to use, just best practices in that industry for what most people set up themselves anyways. That being said, if there are any that you don't want to utilize, you can feel free to toggle it off. When you toggle off that folder, it's going to turn off every trigger in that folder. So if you only want to get rid of one trigger, you can check mark it and delete it, or you can move it to a folder that is inactive so that it's not running anymore. Right here in the top right is where you can add a folder. So if you want to create one that's like inactive triggers and move all of your inactive stuff there, feel free to, just to keep everything simple. At the top is where you create a new trigger. So not just turning on and off what's already there, but actually creating something new. There are two parts. Number one, you set the trigger event. So what is going to happen in Shape that is going to kick all of this off? Under trigger type is where you set the event. So it can be their AI call score, calendar event, call outcome, call status, checkmark selection, on down. It can be dates, holidays, posts from a lead provider. I know a common one is status. And then the trigger event will be based on your trigger type. So since I selected status, it's going to give me a list of statuses to select from. So let's say status of new lead. The second part is going to be your action event. So when the status is moved to new lead, what do I want to happen? I want Shape to add a doc to the portal needs list, add tags to the record, assign a user, change the status again, complete a checklist item, create the loan in the LOS, create a task. These will vary depending on your industry template as well. But for the most part, people will use them for communications. So if they want to send a text, an email, or something like that, when something happens in the system, that's where you can do that. So let's say we want to send an email. Then it's going to give us a list of all of our templates that we can utilize. So if it's new lead, I want to send a welcome email. And then we can give it a name. So let's just call it status automation. The name is really just for organization purposes. And then we set our run schedule. So do we want it to run right away as soon as that status changes? Or do we want to delay it by a certain amount of time? Or even a specific time and date. So this specific time and date is really useful if you have, something like a holiday campaign. You want to make sure they all go out in the morning. You can easily do so. Just set the time to, 9 a.m. your company time zone. But I would say most commonly people will set that to immediately. So as soon as this thing happens, I want Shape to do this. Once you hit save, it's going to add it to whatever folder you selected here. The default is custom triggers, but if you have a different one you want to move it to, you can easily select that from the top. Or you can find your trigger that you just created, checkmark it, and add it to a certain folder. So if you want to move that around, feel free to. In this case, I'm going to delete it. This is a handy way if you need to delete any certain triggers as they come up. Feel free to checkmark and delete that, so that it can be removed from your system. If you're not going to use it in the future, you don't want to move it to an inactive status. Also, with your triggers and your folders, there are certain automations we have out of the box, such as holidays and birthdays. We already have these set up, ready to use. All you have to do is make sure that they are toggled on, and they will send off to everybody based on that date of birth or based on that holiday hitting. Now, even though we have them set up, you can hit the three dots and hit edit if you want to make some changes. So if you want to change what it's triggered by, change what template is sent out, change what time it goes out, down below, if it's a email or text, you'll be able to see what it is sending. And if you're like, nah, I don't really like it, feel free to hit edit template. It'll take you directly to the template that's being used, and you can easily go in here and change whatever you need to and finally hit save. This is really handy for those pre-built marketing triggers that we already have in there for birthdays and holidays, so that you don't have to go and create your own every single time. You can just edit the one that we have, hit the save button, and moving forward, it will use that template as needed. Hopefully this video helps to clarify on how triggers are used. If you guys have any follow-up questions, don't hesitate to reach out to help@setshape.com.